Lights. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Two Wheels of Rainbow. And this is just going to be a very quick spin today. Picked up some new luggage for my bike. I picked up, I don't know if you can see it there, this tank bag, and I'm not going to turn around, but there's a new rear tail pack bag that I picked up as well. They're both Hepco and Becker, and they match the luggage that I bought last year for the around Ireland trip. And yeah, it's this is just a test ride, just to make sure kind of it's comfortable and everything is kind of okay and nothing's going to fall off. All okay so far, bar one thing. I have this tank bag kind of set up so that it's as forward as it can possibly go, but it's still digging into my chest a little bit. It's probably not designed for the S1000RR driver or rider in mind. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'll have to see. Look at that yoke. The rear bag, on the other hand, is perfect. I can't feel it kind of touching my back or anything like that, and obviously it won't when you see the pictures of it when I stop the bike. But the reason I got this was we went on holidays last year and I had the panniers then and they were great, but I still kind of needed just a small bit more capacity. I held off getting the tail pack at the time because we needed to carry a tent, and there was no kind of bag that would allow me to carry a tent and the tail bag. So I just opted for just the kind of a sport rack thing, which I'll show you once we stop. So with that in mind, I bought this tail bag, or I bought this tank bag and the tail bag on the back, which only came out. We saw them at the EICMA show last year in Italy, and they look pretty good. So yeah, it comes with this locket system, and it's great. It's two magnetic bars that kind of pulls the bag into place, and then a kind of a catch locks it in place. The only problem is, when I bought this, I ever thought that the locket system would kind of be connected onto the bag when I got it. But what actually happens is you get the locket system separate, and you have to start drilling holes in your new bag. Now, it's grand, it's not a big deal, but it's kind of not something I would expect to have to do, you know. So I had to drill holes in my new bags, and I did that kind of on the weekend, and I was actually a bit hungover, and it was probably a stupid time to do it. But yeah, but it gives you a kind of a level of adjustment as well, I suppose, as of the issue I'm having with this bag, because I moved this bag the full way forward, but it's still sticking into my chest a little bit. I suppose it's something I could get used to. Like, my arms are kind of almost a full stretch there, and they're holding onto the bar, like, almost. And in fact, I drilled holes in this bag, in this front bag, which I will show you when I stop. And it turned out the bag was actually too far back, like towards me. And so I had to actually drill 4 more holes in it, so that the bag would be in its foremost position, as close to the bars as it possibly could be. But it's still not right. More lads on bikes. Plenty of bikes out today. I got the boot and all. That's great. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to control a bike now at low speed. Okay. I'm going to show you this thing now. Jesus, getting your leg over, that's hard. Okay, so that's the setup. As you can see, it's real neat looking. I like the look of it. I like the angles. I think the angles that all the bags have kind of match the bike. They don't look kind of crappy and roundy like, you know, some other panniers that are out and available at the moment. So the stuff I got last year was this, the the frames that they sit on, and a metal plate that goes under this bag here. The stuff I got this year was the tank ring, this bag, and this bag here. So I was talking about that locket system earlier on. I'll come to that in a minute. I'll just show you the inside of the bags. Like, the bag's actually quite big. So it has this kind of dry thing on the inside. So you put your stuff in there, and then you fold it closed like that, and then click it in, and then that's waterproof now. Like, the bag is you can make the bag bigger as well. There's a thing there to make it open up a bit more. You can have more space in there, which is pretty cool. The other features it has is these kind of things here, which is actually perfect. This means that you can put a net over the top of this, which means you can put a camping tent, should I say, should you decide to camp. That's basically the back bag. So the only complaint I have is this thing here, right, which is part of the locket system. They give you too much rope, and there's kind of nowhere to put this thing, so you end up having to kind of either wrap it up in there or stuff it in the bag, like somewhere like that. Just stuff it in, and that's it. I've done the same on this bag. So this bag is the same. It's a little bit smaller. You get these two plastic things for the metal rails that have the magnets on it. This is a bit smaller bag, which is for stuff like wallets, phones, small things, nothing big. Okay, so the locket system, this is pretty cool. Like, this is one of the best features of this. Like, so you want to release this bag, okay? You just pull on that line there, and this bag just comes off like that, which is great. So I had to get this part new as well. This sits on top of this metal rack. This is the locket pit, the two magnets, okay? So when you're not using this, you don't want that metal exposed, so you have these plastic things that can go over that, which I showed you in that bag there. They just click onto it, and that's the job. To put this thing back, you just, hopefully now it'll go on easy for me. That's it. It's on now, okay? So that was like 3 seconds work. Like, it's dead handy. Really, really good. The thing I was telling you about having to drill the holes is this item here comes separate. So you don't. This actually isn't on this bag when you get it. You have to drill 4 holes in there. Okay. You obviously want to measure the distance from there to there, or however far back you want the bag to be, and then drill the holes. And I did it for the back one, but guess what I didn't do for the front one? So the front one releases the same release mechanism. Just pop that open. This is a new piece as well, so I had to replace the fuel filler cap sits into with this. It was grand. It was just 4 or 5 bolts, I think it was. This is the same kind of mechanism. I don't know how that got like that. Interesting. So it's the same mechanism, the locket. As you can see, I drilled 2 holes there already. Okay, so thinking that I'd be able to put it there, but when I did that, it was kind of sitting there instead of there. So I had to move it back. Now, just looking at it there now, these bits here kind of bevel in, so I'm not going to be able to. I thought what I might be able to do is turn this thing around and have the locket system pointing out that way, and have the unit right back there, which would kind of sit it like that, which would actually be perfect. But it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. So I'm kind of stuck now with a decision to make on whether to use this or not. I'll have to think about it. But it's the same crack again. It just kind of clicks on. So they just go on like that. Okay, which is great. That's on now, like, that's not going anywhere. One of the things I got this little yoke for or this thing that goes into the top yoke to hold the phone. The rear panniers, I've covered these already, but I'll just go through them again. The same crack as the bag. It has a kind of an inner lining that you zip closed, and it's waterproof, and it does the whole job. It's pretty good. The only complaint I had against these things was when I put a kind of a heavy-ish load on it, there was a little crease started to form there. You can see it kind of there where it has formed. Now maybe I put too much in it. I don't think I did. I didn't have a huge amount of weight in there, but that was the only complaint I had. But that's basically it. The reason I got these bags is because we're going a bit further this year. Myself and the Grumpy Bike Wizard. We're going to go to basically going to do the Adriatic Sea. So we're getting the bikes shipped over to Memmingen again, courtesy of Overlanders. Not courtesy, we're paying them. But they're providing the service. And then we are going to pick the bikes up there. Hopefully go down the the east coast of Italy. Get a ferry from Bari over to Dubrovnik and then back up through Croatia and maybe do a few bits on the way. We'll see what happens. That's where I thought I needed the extra capacity, because we'll probably be gone for the full 2 weeks this year. I don't know if we're going to be camping or what we're going to be doing. I would imagine accommodation is cheap-ish in that part of the world, but I might just bring the tent just in case. This whole kit, all of it, all the Hepco and Becker gear on my bike, probably about, I'd say at least €1,000 anyway. That's for sure, at least 1,000. I think the bags and the rear bag holders, I suppose, the SIBO frame, the tank, the locket system, the sport rack, the rear bag, the tank ring, and the front bag. Yeah, definitely easily $1,000. So that's basically it. That's this video kind of. That's the setup I have for the moment. But yeah, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. And just for reference, I got my Hepco and Becker gear off motobins.co.uk, I believe is the website, or hepcoandbecker.co.uk, which I think is just a portal for the Motobins guys. So yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I'll talk to you again soon in the next one.